Welcome to my channel. My name is Amelia and I am the brand owner of Pretty Nail Notes. This is actually my first YouTube video. I'm super excited and I'm happy that you guys want to come along with me. I ask that you show support by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my channel, and don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel, to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I create new content. Today what I'm going to be doing on the channel is, today what I'm going to be doing on the channel is removing the set that I have on. I did this set about 6 weeks ago. My sets do last a month. So I just went over a month, but I have no lifting or anything like that, which I'll show you more in detail in the video. But I'm going to be removing this set today, doing a whole new set. It's going to be freestyled. I don't know what I'm going to do. We just going to have to see what happens at the end. But I'm excited, you guys. I got to calm myself down. I'm excited. But I'm just so thankful that you guys are here. But anyway, not to prolong the time, let's get right into it. Okay, so here's the set that I've been wearing for the last 6+ weeks. I lost count, but as you can see, there's no lifting. All the stones still intact. Everything's good. It's all good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and clip these off. And once I clip them off, I'm going to just take the acrylic down and soak them. Doesn't take very long to soak them off and get ready to start my new set. Okay, so here I am, nails healthy and ready to go. So what I like to do first is choose the desired size of nail tips, and as you can see, I choose all 10 first before I start to glue them down. And then I start to glue them down. I like applying my glue on the tips of my nail bed and then applying the nail tips in a rocking motion. Sorry, I'm out of the frame a little bit, but I apply my tips in a rocking motion. Take the mid section of the tip, the portion of the tip that I'm going to glue down, and take the mid section and rock it up. It adheres better that way. Maybe I'll show you better in another video. But yeah, I'm just going ahead and getting these nail tips applied. Super long, you guys, I know. These are the XXL tips. I ordered them from Amazon. I ordered the clear and I also ordered the natural. I think I use more of the clear than I do natural. But if somebody's getting a solid set, then 9 times out of 10, I use the natural nail tips. And I also like to go ahead and glue my nails down on my right hand first. Since I'm right-handed, I like to go ahead and glue my tips on my right hand first and then go to my left. So what I'm doing now is I just saw basically sort of an air pocket at the top that the glue didn't actually spread across. I just went in and added a little bit. Yeah, you could kind of see what I was explaining earlier about the rocket motion when I just applied that thumb. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut them down to the desired size. Think I'm going to keep them long, keep them strong. So the portion of the nails that I'm cutting off, as you can see, it's quite a long nail tip that's not being used. And so to keep from just throwing these away, I actually keep those, and then I use those on my practice hand, and they're actually like using full nail tips. So it's kind of a money saver. Okay, so I'm going to go in now using my e-file, and a sanding band. It's a medium grit sanding band. I'm just what the process of what I'm doing is called flushing. I'm actually flushing the nail tip even with my nail bed. And just be careful. You don't want to damage your nail bed or take too much, take too much of your own nail off. You just want to flush the nail tip even with your nail bed. And this is a very important step. What you don't want to see when you're applying acrylic, especially if you're doing something that's is see-through, you don't want to see a line where you have added that nail tip. So you want to don't skip this step. You want to go ahead and make sure that everything is flush. Just be careful when you're working around a cuticle area because it's a sanding band, but it'll still nick you. Okay, there was some extra glue that kind of ran. I was just cleaning it up a little bit. Okay. So now I'm just taking this zebra file and beginning to shape my nails to the desired shape that I would like. I like all shapes except round and oval. It makes me sick on my stomach. I do not like round and oval shapes. My favorites are the stilettos, the square, tapered square, coffin, ballerina. That's about it. Can't do the round and the square. I mean the round and the oval. That's a definite no. Okay, so I've prepped my nails, got them ready. I've shaped them, and we're ready to roll. The colors that I'm using today is actually from Glitz and Glam. Two of them are a glitter color. I may put them in the description box. Okay, so what I'm doing now is dehydrating my nail beds. And the dehydration basically takes care of any oil that may be left behind even after filing. Using your e-file, still may be some oil, so you want to go ahead and dehydrate your nail beds. I do dehydrate my nail beds and my clients' nail beds twice just to ensure that the nails don't lift because we can't have the lifting. Cannot. It won't work for me. That's one thing I pride myself on. No lifting, no breakage. Nobody got time for that, girl. Okay, so now I'm going in with my primer. I usually prime my nails once if I'm using an extra strength primer. This is an extra strength primer, so I'm only priming once. But if it was a more gentle primer, then I would probably go back and prime twice. You guys, I love my little dapping dish, my Lotus dapping dish. My son bought that for me. And they know what I like. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and begin to apply my acrylic, to lay my acrylic. So what you're seeing right now is before I start doing my set, I always like to apply a thin layer of clear acrylic. So that's what I'm doing now. And the reason why I do that is for several reasons. One is it prevents the colored acrylic from staining your natural nail bed. For another reason, it provides protection. Like this is another thing that you would do, another step that you would take to prevent lifting. This layer helps with your lifting if you're having problems with your nails lifting. Also, I do a little bit thicker layer of clear acrylic if I have a client that I know comes on a regular basis and they like to change up their colors a lot. I put a little bit thicker layer of clear. So once I apply their colors and they come back to get that second, to get a different color, it's easier for me to file down the color till I get to the clear and then just begin laying the acrylic for their next look. It's easier for you versus you having to remove the whole set, start over again because you use colored acrylic. So that's just a little tip. So I like this color that I'm applying now. It's like a pewter looking color. And I'm applying it in a thin layer because of the look that I'm trying to achieve. I want it to look kind of ombre where it's drugged down. So I'm not applying that color real thick because you also have to keep in mind when you're working with a lot of acrylic and colors and you're encapsulating your glitters and things like that, you want to start kind of thin to build your way up. Can't start real thick if you're going to be applying layers. So I'm just applying glitter, a little glitter, and it's just ombre down as well, a little bit lower than where I applied the color. I think that looks nice. And that will work. Maybe a little more glitter. You can never go wrong with glitter. You can't have too much. Sprinkle it everywhere. Okay, and there again is that clear acrylic layer. And now I'm going in with a milky white. And as you can see, I'm taking the same approach that I took with the pewter color. I'm applying that white in a thin layer and just kind of dragging it down. I want this look to basically look like my colors are just melting into each other. So that's the look that I'm going for. And as you can see, I just added a nude, and now I'm going back in between that white and that nude, and I'm adding a line of glitter, a thin line. What you just see me do with that dotting tool was I'm basically adding holes with the dotting tool that goes through the acrylic, not the nail tip. And the reason I do that is at the end, it's easier for me to drill my hole in in my acrylic. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we get closer to the end when I'm talking about the holes. Okay, so now I'm just going in with some more glitter down the middle of this middle finger. And then I'm actually encapsulating it. I've added my words on the side, and I'm just encapsulating with that clear acrylic. Kind of keeping the same vibe going with the white as the base. Melting the two colors together, adding my glitter and then my words, and encapsulating. For the thumb, I wanted to go with the same look that I had on the pinky. So I actually put the opposite color at the top, drug it down, gave it that ombre effect, added the glitter, and encapsulated that as well. Okay, so now that I'm done applying all the acrylic and we're ready to file, this is my Tammy Taylor peeling stick file, which I love. And it keeps your line straight. If you don't have a Tammy Taylor file, invest in one. If you're trying to get that crisp cut, that straight bam bam look, you got to get the Tammy Taylor peeling stick files. I keep them on deck. I actually use one for each client. It's easy to clean in between clients. You peel the top off, trash it, sanitize your board, stick a fresh file on, and you keep rolling. But that's that. Take it or leave it. Okay, so I'm just finishing up, doing the finishing touches on this look. And as always, I mostly go with the coffin shape. I just love it, so I went with the coffin. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking a small drill bit. It's actually a rounded head. The head of that drill bit is rounded, so I use that around the cuticle to get to make sure that there's no acrylic touching the skin. You want to be careful when you lay in your acrylic so that it doesn't touch your skin, but sometimes it does. You know, nobody's perfect. Sometimes it does. So you just take your drill bit and you go around and clean up afterwards. Yeah. And this e-file, you guys, let me tell you guys about this e-file. This is a Bestity brand e-file that I purchased from Amazon. And if, as you can see, the power says 3,000 RPMs. It should be on 3,000 RPM. This drill has no chill. When I say it has no chill, it has no chill. On 3,000 RPMs, this e-file goes at about 25 RPMs randomly. It just speeds up. You can hear the sound. If you're used to using e-files, you know the sound of the speed of the e-file. Baby, no chill. And I paid about 80 something odd dollars for this e-file, which was not a total waste because I enjoy using it. I just don't enjoy the fact that you can't control the speed. So this e-file I do not suggest that you purchase. It's cute, but I would not purchase it. I wouldn't suggest that you purchase it. And I actually gave them a good review on Amazon. But no, I'm about to get another one. Yeah, you want to get everything nice and neat around the cuticles. That is a must. It's a must. I think I'm really going to like this set. I enjoyed my last set so much that I didn't want to take it off. It was so pretty to me. But this set, I think I'm going to enjoy it more than I did the last one. It's always like that. I love my work. If you're not proud of yourself, nobody else will be. Okay, still in the cleanup process. Yeah, and you can see I'm alternating from side to side. Okay, now this, as you can see, I've changed my drill bit. This is actually my 5-in-1 carbide medium grit drill bit, and it's really, when I tell you I love it, it gets you together. I'm just gonna tell you that it will get you together. You just got to be careful though when going around the cuticle area because you don't want to nick yourself. But this the truth right here. This drill bit right here, get you a medium grit. Well, I got a fine one too. I would probably suggest that you get both of them, the medium and the fine grit. 5-in-1, the carbide drill bits. Yeah, you want to have those in your inventory. And y'all, nail techs know we have to throw up them signs when we doing our own fingers. Look, hands crossed up all type of ways. But hey, when it's all said and done, who cares? I'm gonna be cute. Who cares, honey? Throwing up all kind of signs. And we're just right now I'm just smoothing everything out. I'm just smoothing everything out. Once this top coat heat, it's gonna be lovely. Lovely. And I apologize again. I'm just all outside of the frame. But look, I have to see. I gotta make sure I don't get my cuticle. But it gets better with time. Patience and time. You guys, I love doing my doing nails period with long sleeves. Oh, dust is everywhere. When I tell you dust is everywhere, nail techs no dust is everywhere. And it just makes it easier for me if I have on long sleeves. If I got to get up and run to the bathroom, I can easily wash my hands, dust myself off, wash my hands, and then go do what I need to do. If I want to grab something to drink, I can just dust myself off, wash my hands, and keep it moving. When you don't have no long sleeves on, that it seems like it's on your arm, and then if your arm's moisturized, if your skin's moisturized, it's gonna stick. Like if you trying to get the dust off, it's so I like it better when I wear long sleeves when I'm doing nails. But still, I sometimes push the sleeves up. It's a win lose all inclusive type of situation. Yep, I'm just going into that cuticle area, trying to make everything flow. You want everything to flow. You don't want no bumps and lumps. You want everything to be smooth, and you want it to flow, looking like glass. Okay, so what you're seeing me do now is, oh, so satisfying. What I'm doing now is I'm taking a needle point, a drill bit, and I'm piercing my holes completely through so that I can add my rings. Initially I wanted to do one ring, that was the thought, but then I decided to do three. So I'm actually doing three holes down the side. I'm gonna do, I guess I'll do one small ring and maybe two medium size, or small, medium, and large. However, you'll see once I'm done, once the process is complete. But yeah, that's so satisfying to actually, I don't know why, but to actually pierce the holes in the sides of the nails, like, I don't know why it's so satisfying to me. Even when I'm hooking the rings in there and closing them up or applying the charms, so satisfying, you guys, for some reason. Yeah. And then look, the perfectionist in me sees something under this nail, and I'm gonna get stuck. Didn't I tell you? It's just a look. Once you punch the holes through, it's gonna be the acrylic that's left over, and then I see something else. So I'm like all off into something else. But eventually, I'm gonna have to move on. And then the funny part is that's not the drill bit that I'm supposed to be using to do any cleanup. So it's like taking me an extra long time. And okay, I moved on. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm applying my stones, my crystals, which I love this part too. The bling and bling bling, baby. My stones were sliding, so I decided to nuke it for about 10 seconds. It don't take that long to nuke it, just to hold them in place till you're done. Because it'll finish curing once you put your top coat on and you get ready to set your top coat. So I've completed. Everything looks nice. I really appreciate... Oh, wait. Before I go any further, my crystal gel. I love my crystal gel. That right there is the reason why my stones are always intact. That crystal gel. I love it. If you don't have any crystal gel, get you some crystal gel. It's something that you gotta have. And it can also be used as a top coat. I never use it as a top coat, but it can be used as a top coat. But I had already actually chose the crystals that I wanted for my nails and the desired look. I had already kind of chose it in my spare time, so I'm just picking them up and placing them. You want to play around with it to get them, to look just the way you want it to look. Because it's up to either moving it a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right to give you that right, that one specific look that you're looking for, or, just to make everything flow. So you want to play with it a little bit to get it, get everything looking right. And then, like I said, sometimes they slide if your gel is not cured quick enough. So once you apply them, if you need to nuke it, stick it in the light for about 10 seconds and keep it moving. And it'll finish curing at the end when you get done applying your top coat. And I've already applied my rings. You can see I was tired, you guys. I was having issues with those rings. They kept falling on the floor. I'm picking them up, trying to put them in the hole. It was a struggle. I was like, you know what? I'm over the rings. I still put them in, though. Okay, so I'm going to add on this middle finger. I actually just added 3 stones. I used 2 flat backs and a pointed back. And that crystal gel is really good when you're applying pointed back stones, because it's a thicker consistency than just using like a gel top coat. It's a gel, but it's a thick consistency. So when you're applying your stones and your pointed back stones, it gives you that thickness you need to hold it in place until you can get it in the light and get it cured. Okay. And I'm setting. And the term is nuking. I'm nuking it. And now I'm applying my top coat. This top coat, real quick, you guys, before I go, this top coat is called Lavender Violets. It comes in a set of 3, your base, your gel top coat, and a matte top coat. And it's a wonderful crystal clear, like I've never seen. It's crystal clear. Amazon, $9.99, set of 3. Large regular size bottles. It's not miniature bottles, regular size bottles, but it gets the job done. Looks very nice. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You make sure you hit your notification bell so that you're notified once I post new content. Thank you for tuning in. You guys have a blessed day. It's been good. Talk to you next time.